Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
Hey guys, Jacob here. It is April 7th, 2020, and this is going to be this week's weekly vendor reset. As usual, I'm going to start at the base of ops and then work our way to New York City. The first vendor today is selling an MP5A2 with measured optimal range, crit chance, and SMG damage, military M9 with rate of fire, pistol damage, and eyeless, a Wyvernware Safeguard Go Bag, which this is the Pago style sack. You have skill tier, stats effects, skill haste, and an empty utility mod slot with safeguard. So if you guys are trying to make a skill style build, you could pick this up and use it temporarily until you find a better one, or you could just roll safeguard off there and add it to your library and use it for a healer build. Next is going to be the Gila chest piece with 75,000 armor, 4.4 headshot damage, and 4.3 explosive resistance with glass cannon. This chest piece is not that great. You guys will probably find something way better in the open world, but you can always take glass cannon off and just put it into your library and have it there pretty much forever. He's got spare parts for the turret, which are 5.8 health, and the improved sticky payload, which is 5.2 damage. That's going to be it for the front desk vendor. Next is going to be the clan vendor. Also, if you guys are not in a clan, you may not be able to access this last time I checked, so make sure you guys are in a clan. That way you can access this vendor and buy all the cool stuff he's selling, and he is right here. Today he is selling the safety distance named MPX. This has SMG damage, crit chance, 7% damage target top cover, and perfect outsider. This one's not too great, but if you really want to have one and add it to your stash, just to have it, I'd recommend doing so. Striker mask with 11% weapon damage, 8.7 hazard protection. True Patriot gloves with 105k armor, 7.9 stats effects. And a striker chest piece with 9.8 weapon damage and 6.2 headshot damage. So if you guys are looking for a striker style build or trying to make one, I'd highly recommend picking up the mask and the vest. That way you have them if you do not have them already. D50 if you guys are trying to craft the Liberty. Surplus SVD with Optimus crit damage, headshot damage, and marksman rifle damage. An AUG A3 Para with strain, reload speed, crit chance, and SMG damage. Black Market T821 with ignited headshot damage, crit chance, and SMG damage. China Light Mass with skill damage, armor generation, skill tier. So if you guys are trying to make an explosive damage and skill haste style build with status effects, you could pick this up and use it temporarily until you get a better piece. Gila gloves, which these ones actually aren't too bad. You can make these work on a build. You have 16,000 health, 104k armor with 10% crit damage. Raleigh holding gloves, which create damage, create chance, and weapon damage, which if you guys are making a sniper style build, you can always make the weapon damage a little bit higher and run these if you really wanted to, and they'd work for temporarily what you have, but obviously you guys are going to want to look for the higher stat pieces. Offensive Protocol Critical with 7.6 headshot damage, Defensive Protocol Stamina with bond and def resistance, Offensive System Dexterity with headshot damage again, Guiding System for the max targets for the Firefly. But that's going to be about it, guys, for the vendors at the base of ops. The next vendor is going to be the Theater Settlement. And this week, he's selling a Marine Super 90 with Pumped Up, health damage, damaged armor, and shotgun damage. If you guys are unaware, Pumped Up is a new talent, or a rework talent, whatever you want to call it, and it pretty much replaced, I think it was, I can't remember. It pretty much replaced a talent that I think was Premeditated was the talent that it actually replaced, just letting you guys know. Golden Gear, 69,975 armor, headshot damage, and status effects. Hano U Corporation with weapon handling, headshot damage, and skill tier. Defense Protocol Resilience with 6.9 shock resistance. Infusion for the skill haste for the Seeker Mines. And that's going to be it for the Theater Settlement. The next location on the list is going to be the Campus Settlement. And this week, she's selling a Hunting M44 with breadbasket stability, headshot damage, and marksman rifle damage. A Stoner LMG with LMG damage, hard health cover, and optimal range and overwhelm. D&H holster with crit damage, weapon handling, and weapon damage. Utility system assist with skill haste. Hydraulic infusion, which is plus ammo 1, or 1 plus 1 ammo. And the backpack battery for health for the Hive. And that's going to be pretty much about it. And that's going to be it for the Campus Settlement. Next up is going to be the Dark Zones. This is going to be DZ West first. Just a reminder, I always say this in my vendor resets, if you guys are new, you will not be able to use the standard currency at this vendor. You will have to find DZ resources in the Dark Zone to purchase anything from these vendors. But today, he is selling an 1886 lever action with magazine size, crit damage, and rifle damage, Hardwire gloves with skill tier and create chance. Ongoing directive, 7.2 weapon damage and skill damage. Heal knee pads with 96,000 armor, 7.2 hazard and weapon handling. Defense protocol stamina with 12,124 armor on kill. Mini electric motors for the 3.6 radius. Hardened casing for the skill haste for the Firefly. And that's going to be pretty much about it for the Dark Zone West vendor. Alright, the next location is going to be DZ South, which it doesn't say it on the side here, but this is DZ South because you guys can see it right here. This week she is selling a PP19 with Outsider Stability, crit chance, and SMG damage, an X45 Tactical Preservation, crit damage and pistol damage, Hardwire Backpack with skill tier, crit hit damage, and an empty utility mod slot, and a Striker's chest piece with 12,000 health, 6.1 weapon damage, and offensive. Just a reminder, they are selling one in the clan vendor, so I would not recommend buying this one. I'd buy the other one and save your resources. Somber Backpack with Energize, empty utility mod slot, repair skill, hazard protection, and weapon damage. And that's going to be pretty much about it for the gear. And a few mods, extra bombs for the drone, organic circuits for the turret, and improved sticky launcher for duration on the sticky bomb. And that's going to be it for Dark Zone South. The final stop in DC is going to be Dark Zone East, which you guys will see right here. She's selling a Covert SRS with Preputation on it, rate of fire, headshot damage, and marksman rifle damage. She is selling a Hardwired Mass with skill tier, headshot damage, and empty utility mod slot, and a Striker holster which has 7.7 weapon damage and repair skills. After that, a few purples, and a nickel chrome wire for the charge speed. And that's going to be pretty much about it for DZ West, South, and East.
So we're doing business with
Next up is going to be New York. So if you guys do not have the DLC, you guys can stop watching here now. But obviously if you have it, then you guys can check out what's for sale at the vendor there. Alright guys, the front desk vendor at the base of ops in New York in Haven is selling a military MK17 with vindictive swap speed, crit damage, and rifle damage. Officer's M9A1 with swap speed, Optimus, and pistol damage. A Seska vest with weapon damage, headshot damage, crit damage, empty defense mod, and focus. Ops gloves with skill tier, hazard, and armor generation. Golden Deer holster with armor, crit chance, skill haste. Defense system mending, which has disrupt resistance. And improved sticky payload, which is 3.7 duration. The next vendor, you guys are actually going to have to walk all the way down here and talk to Roy Benitez. And there's actually only two vendors. I'm not going to count the clan vendor due to the fact that the clan vendor, last time I checked, is pretty much the same in New York, which it is in DC. But you guys can talk to him right here. He's selling a UMP with Outsider accuracy, crit chance, and SMG damage. Military RPK with Preputation, swap speed, damage targets out of cover, and LMG damage. Richter and Kaiser backpack with stats effects, crit chance, skill tier, and offensive mod slot with vigilance. Murakami gloves, explosive resistance, and weapon handling. Rogers holding mask with skill haste, hazard, and weapon damage. Defense system mending with incoming repairs. Deflecturation for the drone. Internal storage for the stinger charges. And that's going to be about it for the vendor reset. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content, and I will catch you guys all later.